Probably so. I don't know, but I need you to be quiet. Don't worry about that right now. Bring me the paper. What are we doing? Let me see the other part paper. Alex, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Go ahead and kick us off. Like
Okay, go ahead, AJ.
Yes.
Don't put it in water. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready. And five,
Oh,
four, three, two, one, and go.
all right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of Gator Talk. This is the third installment with Texas A&M and the Florida Gators. This is your host. Alex is your host, Alex Perez, and I am his good partner in crime, Adrian Green, and I am here to assist in any way that I can. And without further ado, let's go ahead and kick it off with Texas A&M and the Florida Gators. And Alex Perez, go ahead and take us away, partner.
Uh, well, thank you, partner. Um, to me, this Gator team made some penalties like before. You know, they like we said in the last game, they didn't, you know, look like they was ready to play. And yes, they brought in DJ Lagway, which which he he was a, a great quarterback in last week's game, and um, the Gators didn't look so hard this week for some reason. I don't know, but what do you think, partner? Go ahead.
Well, in case anybody was wondering, we are in the cast again soon, hopefully in the next installment. So we will jump directly into the fray of what really happened and starting out the gate, no need to hold back. We go into a whole, I think it was what, 20-0 at halftime. If I'm
Uh,
not mistaken, I could be wrong.
um,
Um,
yes, I believe. it it was. Yep.
Yes. Okay. And so I had one of my good buddies give me a call, and he asked me what I thought about what I seen, and I gave him my honest opinion because I believe in being transparent. And I just let him know, man, that even though they bringing in DJ at this point, alternating quarterbacks, trying to find a rhythm. Um, both quarterbacks moved the ball. Both quarterbacks got stopped. Both quarterbacks had to play behind a porous offensive line, and both quarterbacks had turnovers. DJ having two. One was it was a Hail Mary, so that's tick for tack. And one was a overthrow at the end of the game where you seen one of the receivers appeared to stumble as he went up for the ball. Overall, judging from the Miami game and the Stanford game and the Texas A&M game, each game was its own entity. With this particular A&M game, I did notice that the team was trying hard. They had a lot of fight. They was giving good effort. Um, it basically came down to, I hate to admit it, but it came down to the Jimmys and Joes. And what I mean by Jimmys and Joes is, who you had up under the Gator jersey. The players, the caliber of player that Florida had with the Florida Gator jersey on did not equate to the players that A&M had on the other side of the ball. However, it's it's a conundrum due to the fact that blue chip for blue chip, Florida has as much talent as any other team in the nation. Blue chip for blue chip, according to the numbers on paper. But when you look at this Gator football team and you see them play, and as I said before, man, they're trying really, really hard, and I seen maximum effort at times from just about everybody on the field, and the what separated Texas A&M from Florida was just the caliber of player that A&M put on the field. Those guys looked like they were in a different league. They look stronger. They look faster. They look more physical. They look angrier. And I guess you can say we got outclassed yet again on the defensive line and offensive line. So, to make a long story short, we got beat up front. The front seven on both sides of the ball is where this game was lost and where this game was won.
So anyway, Adrian, that was a good point as always, but I thought they did good, but they, like you said, they was really trying hard, but they they had those those penalties yet again, yet again. Do you agree with me, partner?
I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely. 100%.
I, I mean, when I was watching the game with my girlfriend on Saturday, she was watching the game with me, and she
Mhm.
seen the same thing that that I that I witnessed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unfortunately, man, I mean, I told my wife I can scream and yell all day. It's not gonna make a difference if I scream and yell, if I you scream and shout. If I get mad and throw something at the TV, it's not gonna make the players play harder. It's not gonna make the coaches coach better. And what we got to realize is we got a group of players that's they not prepared. They not prepared for the 2024 season. And and it goes back to what me, you, and Adam, Mr. Adam, was talking about last week. Maybe
Which,
Billy don't
which,
know what a championship squad look like. Maybe he don't know what a SEC squad don't look like. I mean, I don't think he knows what a SEC caliber roster supposed to look like. You can't plug and play guys that haven't played at this level before, and even the young players that have played at this level, you know, they still don't seem to be equipped with the correct tools to battle the task at hand. They just don't seem they seem ill equipped yet again. Yet again. You there?
um, I'm sorry. What did you see from the game? L- Like like I seen the same m- mistakes, or
Mm. Well, I did see some of the same mistakes. I did. I did. I seen where defense, yet again, defense was unable to communicate. Not as often as they did the last game, but they did have a couple of coverage busts this game. And for the offensive line could not get any push. It's the same story as in what happened to Miami game.
and
They cannot move elite D linemen. They can't move them.
and look, man. I was so looking forward for a win on Saturday, but they came up short, you know. But
When mhm, what'd you say?
but um, but they came up. They 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 came out on the losing end of the ball, but
Mhm, mhm.
um, it just it just seems like they kept on repeating the same mistakes, the same plays, the same. It wasn't nothing different, but
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm with you on that. I totally agree. It's the same plays. It's predictable. There's no creativity. Everything that we did against Sanford, we kind of ran the same exact plays. And when DJ wanted to throw it downfield, it was three. They was in a cover three, and they was sitting on every deep route. So he basically had to check it down if it was a check down. But the defensive line was getting so much pressure to when he did decide to finally check down, he had to scramble for his life because he didn't have anywhere to throw the ball. And um and as far as the defense go, I mean, let's just state the obvious. We got obliterated on the offensive line. We got smash. We got it's an old football phrase where they say they took us out behind the woodshed and beat us black and blue. I mean, they did that. They took us out behind the woodshed and beat us black and blue. They did that. Florida couldn't stop a cold if they wanted to in this particular game. Texas A&M, they averaged 7.5 or 7.2 yards per play. Florida only ran the ball for 2.3 to 3.2 yards per play. So we got smashed at home yet again. We got embarrassed at home yet again. And we go on the road to play Mississippi State, and I don't know what to expect. As long as Billy Napier is the head coach, I expect more of the same thing. I
Do you
expect to see the
see?
same plays. I expect to see the same defense. I expect to see the same turnovers. I expect to see the same coverage buses. And I expect to see the lack of a pass rush and the lack of a run stuffer. That's what I
Go
expect to see from Florida going forward.
go ahead and quote what Mr. Adam was saying last week. I couldn't hear you very well because your internet was, you know, acting up. But can you please,
You talking about last week?
yeah, what did Mr. Adam say last last week?
Well, Mr. Adams said a lot of things, so I don't know. Did he say something in particular about offense or
Uh,
defense or a certain player?
he was um he was talking about, as I recall, DJ Lagway, and um you 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 was you totally agreed with him last week.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do you remember the discussion that we had about um against Sanford, that they that
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got you. I got you. Yeah, man.
that
We basically just agreed that whoever was calling the plays for DJ did a good job. He didn't have to run the ball because he just stayed in the pocket and he threw it. But there was a level of comfortability that DJ had developed throughout the game. Um, that level of play against a FCS opponent was not too much for DJ. However, the momentum that DJ had put on tape, everything was lost when you started Graham Mertz instead of DJ, and he had to
that's
come in second and reestablish that momentum, which he could never get back.
that's what he was saying. If 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 we d- if if we would have 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 left Graham Mertz in the game instead of putting in DJ Lagway, we wouldn't we wouldn't win the game. Am I correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely. With it being Sanford, we started probably still could have won that game. Um, the only issue was, the offense probably wouldn't have been as explosive. Um, in 5 games last season, um, DJ did in one game what it took the offense to do in almost 5 to 6 games last year. He did it all in one game. So
Uh,
this particular
um,
game, we Billy Napier took all the mojo away when he decided to start Graham Mertz. You got to remember,
yeah,
Texas A&M started a redshirt freshman, a guy that's been on campus for at least a year, whether it was at A&M or another school. It still ended up being a redshirt freshman that was mobile. And you know as well as I know, Florida struggles with mobile quarterbacks. They always have. Not like this though. You know, this year
yes,
it's been worse than what I ever seen before.
yes, and I agree. What do you think the coach needs to work on to be able to to keep his his job so far?
Well, Alex, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but uh, Billy not keeping his job. It's over. For the third time in a row this year, well, for the second time in a row this year, Florida was embarrassed at home. They got manhandled. They was out physical. They was out coached. They was outplayed. They was out quarterback. They was out everything. A&M dominated this game. This was just as humiliating as the Miami loss. This one
But
probably hurt a little worse because it's in SEC play.
but 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 who what do you recommend if if Billy Napier gets fired and that's what all people was talking about during the first game that they wanted Billy Napier and the athletic director fired, but
Yes. And they only want
but
that because of the product that they put on the field.
but who do you think is gonna be if Billy Napier um gets fired? Who do you think is gonna come in and take his place?
Yeah. So for me, it's not if, but when Billy Napier get fired. I
Yeah,
don't know who that person is at this point, but I do know that it's got to be a splash higher. They can't afford to go out and try and just bring in a guy for an experiment. They tried that 3 times in a row and have failed miserably. So it's not a question of if, it's a question of when.
oh, okay. Um, do you, I don't know when that's gonna be, but you know, um, I just hope we get the ball rolling in the right direction, partner, and you know, and try our best, to win these games on the way
Hmm.
on the rest of the schedule ahead, like I alluded when I first started this season with you. I
Hmm.
on my YouTube, I recapped the schedule before we even started season two. If you wanna
Right,
go
right.
back and if you wanna go back and look at it, you can, but you know, um, but I I was I was hopeful that they would come out and win. You know, out the gate. You know,
Oh yeah. Oh
and I,
yeah.
and I
Um.
know
Mhm.
and I know that the people, you know, w- w- we we win some and we lose some, and I was expecting a win from game one, but they didn't
Absolutely.
produce. They didn't produce that. You know,
Absolutely.
they didn't produce a win. They didn't look like themselves. They didn't perform like themselves. They like like you alluded to in season one. They 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 look like um a sun belt team. If you know you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know exactly what you're
But
saying.
but
So,
but
go ahead,
th-
Ed.
that's just how I feel about it. But go ahead with your thoughts. Sorry.
Well, my closing thoughts, man, because I got to get these kids ready for school in the morning. My closing
Oh, okay.
thoughts, man, is man, the season is lost. Um, you know, at this point, the season is lost. Um, only thing that we really got to fight for is just integrity, self-respect. My advice to the team is go out, play hard, play fast, play physical, regardless of the results, regardless of the score, you know, and all kinds of weather. Gators stick together. That's my
Yes.
closing remarks for the Gator football team. What's your closing
Well,
remarks for the Gator football
well, I
team?
hope. Well, I hope they do better, and I'm looking forward to see what the Gators do down the line. Hopefully, they will get better, but we don't know at this point. Am I right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, man, we got 2 minutes left, man. If it's anything that you would like to see going forward, what would that be?
I like I said, I I would like to to see the a little bit less of the penalties. I would like to see the team working together. You know, you know they they didn't. They, from what I seen on the game, they didn't want to follow football that much.
Yeah, yeah. I guess they believe they can run the ball, but we'll see, man. Like I said, man, we got Mississippi State coming up Saturday, so hopefully we can get a win. If not, it is what it is, and we just gonna have to
Um,
get Billy goodbye, man.
and my question to you: why do you think the, they're making so many penalties, so many off sides, so many, you know.
It's just mental mistakes. That's what it boiled down to. Um, it's been happening since Billy got there. It's been happening for 3 years now. Nothing has changed. The plays, the fouls, the offsides, the personal fouls, the mental mistakes. And that's why he's losing his job because we brought him here to produce, and the only thing that he has produced is negative results. And
And
this is a production company, and when you don't produce, you have to be replaced with somebody that can produce. So that's what the University of Florida is working on now. They're working on trying to bring in a coach that can produce some results to the Gator standard. And hopefully the Gator fans don't have to wait too long to start seeing those results. But I mean, we're gonna have to be patient once again because it's gonna take some time to get where we need to be. So hopefully by year two, 2026, we should be on the right track.
like, like, like I said to my girlfriend last night when I was watching the game, partner, I said, I'm very, very up, upset to be a Gator right now. I'm very hurt. I'm very, you know, frustrated that the Gators are not doing or producing on the field like they're supposed to. Is it is it because of the injuries? Is it because they're not listening to the coach, or what is going on there?
I couldn't even tell you, Alex. We've been trying to figure that out from year one. It's year three, and we still ain't figured it out. And I doubt that we'll
Uh,
be able to figure it out tonight. So, like I said before,
well,
man, I got to get out of here, man. But it's been a pleasure. We got Mississippi State coming up. Hopefully, we'll have Mr. Adam in
uh,
here so we can get a little bit more, uh,
he'll he'll be
debate
on
going.
he'll be on next next week. He just had
Okay, okay,
an, an engagement to go
absolutely,
to, go to tonight, but hopefully
absolutely.
we'll have him back next week. And thank you for coming on for a few minutes to break down this game. And until next week, partner. Um, go Gators, and you are doing a great job as always. So so keep up the good work, and I'll be talking to you next week. Um,
Absolutely. We appreciate you, man. We love the work that you do. Keep doing a good job, man. And like I say, it's always a privilege to be able to step in and help you out whenever we can. Um, Once again, through all weather, all Gators stick together. So
th-
until next time,
that's
my friend, go Gators.
that's right. All Gators stick together, and God bless you, my friend, and have a good night, and I'll talk to you next week.
All right. God bless you too, my friend, and you enjoy the rest of your
And to
night as
keep
well.
and to keep up the and to keep and to keep up the, the good work. You're doing amazing, man.
All right, appreciate it. Well, you keep up the good work too, man, and we appreciate all that you do for the network, man. And anytime, anytime. So we
All
appreciate you and
right,
go Gators.
go Gators,
Okay.
go Gators. Okay, guys. And until then, until we see you guys again next week. I'm your host, Alex Perez, and for my partner, Agent Green, we'd say good night, and we'll see you next week. Good night, guys.
Call the RSN Rescue Rooter. Well, unstop your drain and keep you cooler. If your heat goes out, just give us a call. We'll have you warm and toasty in no time at all. If you want clean air that's fresh and cooler, the RSN Rescue Rooter. Call the RSN Rescue Rooter. Call the RSN Rescue Rooter. Well, unstop your drain and keep you cooler. If your heat goes out, just give us a call. We'll have you warm and toasty in no time at all. If you want clean air that's fresh and cooler, the RSN Rescue Rooter. Call the RSN Rescue Rooter. I doing? Guess I'm doing alright. I'm down here by the ocean, I'm enjoying life. It's been a while since we last spoke. I'm okay, but I'm almost broke. There's no smog and no early days. No boss that's a jerk, I'm living life my own way. On frozen margaritas and leftover pizza, and both of my feet in the sand. I'm down here on the beach with my best new friends, jamming to a reggae band. Yep! I had a house in the city and a good job that paid me, and all of the headaches to go with. Making a living, losing and winning, just trying to stay ahead. But none of it's worth it if you can't enjoy it. There's no time to think clear. So I loaded up the car and I just drove away. That's how I wound up down here, living on frozen margaritas and leftover pizza, and both of my feet in the sand. I'm down here on the beach with my best new friends, jamming to a reggae band. Life is too short not to be in some shorts and flip-flops under my feet. And I finally realized that there's much more to life, and there's only a few things I need. Living on frozen margaritas and leftover pizza, and both of my feet in the sand. I'm down here on the beach with my best new friends, jamming to a reggae band. Yes, I'm down here on the beach with my best new friends, jamming to a reggae band. Yeah, man. It's 2 a.m. and the phone begins to ring. And if it's her, don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm scared like hell, don't know what I'm gonna say. But I guess I never did anyway. I thought she would always stay. Shame on me for taking you for granted. Shame on me for all those times I wasn't there. Shame on me for never giving you all you wanted. And acting like sometimes I don't care. Shame on me. Too many times I put you behind. And I couldn't see, but girl, you opened up my eyes. Yes, you did. Being alone ain't no place I wanna be. And I know I should have held you all those times that you asked me to. Shame on me for taking you for granted. Shame on me for all those times I wasn't there. Shame on me for never giving you all you wanted. And acting like sometimes I don't care. Shame on me. Shame on me for taking you for granted. Shame on me for all those times I wasn't there. Shame on me for never giving you all you wanted. And acting like sometimes I don't care. Shame on me. Girl, shame on me.
Hey guys, it's time for Gator Talk with your host Alex Perez and Adrian Green from the Disability TV Network studios. And now, let's head back inside to hear what the boys have to say in the Disability TV Network studios. Take it away, boys. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Well, guys, thank you for watching. And we'll see you next week. Well, guys, thank you for watching. For episode 4 of Gator Talk. Until we see you guys again next week, I'm your host, Alex Boas, and for my co-host, AJ McLean, we say goodnight, and and go Gators, and hopefully we can come in, we can come out with a win next Saturday. You never know. Well, good night on behalf of all of us for the Disability TV Network. We'd say good night. All right. Until next week, friends, we'd say good night and God bless you. Mm.